Have you ever, like, stopped to wonder what really keeps a celebrity relevant for, decades in this crazy fast industry?
Mm-hmm.
You see stars flare up and then poof, gone. But some just stick around, right? They build this incredible loyalty.
Yeah, a loyalty that seems to weather almost anything.
Exactly. So what's that secret sauce? What makes that bond so strong, builds that resilient community?
Well, that's what we're diving into today.
Yes. We've got a really fascinating deep dive for you today, looking at something that just happened. It gives us some pretty profound clues.
It really is.
We're going to unpack this moment where Chris Brown, an artist, his career is over 2 decades old now. He actually stepped up really boldly to defend his fan base. Team Breezy,
Affectionately known as Team Breezy, yeah.
And this isn't just like a music story or some headline grab. It feels like a real window into how fan loyalty is changing, the power of these digital communities, almost tribal sometimes.
It is. It's intense.
So our mission today, let's dissect this. Let's figure out how this one action shows us the kind of power dynamics between artists and their biggest supporters and what that actually means for staying famous today.
It's such a compelling way to look at modern celebrity, And what's really striking, I think, is how this move by Chris Brown, it goes way beyond just saying thanks, fans.
Right. It's more than that.
Way more. It's strategically tapping into something deep, almost like identity fusion, you could call it, where the fan's own sense of self gets tied up with the artist's success and their defense.
Identity fusion.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's not just PR, it's activating this basic need for belonging, for protection, stuff that normal marketing just can't replicate.
Right.
It basically turns the fan base into this like untouchable shield for the brand. It really does redefine being relevant and staying strong in 2025.
Okay, absolutely. So let's peel back those layers then. Get right to what happened, the main event here.
Let's do it.
It wasn't a new album, not a tour announcement that got Chris Brown posting online. Nope. He went online recently to fiercely defend Team Breezy against critics. Now just think about that.
Okay.
He literally put up posts calling out people who are criticizing his fans.
Wow. Directly.
That's pretty different from the usual playbook, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Most artists, when things get hot, they talk about themselves, their side of things, protect their own image.
Yeah, manage the damage.
Exactly. But Chris,
Yeah,
he flipped the spotlight
yeah,
intentionally,
yeah,
made his fans the main characters in his defense.
yeah.
And if you look at that in this sort of bigger picture of artist-fan stuff,
Yeah.
it's a really bold statement. It goes way beyond the usual chat.
Totally.
You're right. The instinct is normally self-preservation. Fix your own reputation. But here, he very publicly drew this line. Said, basically, you mess with my fans, you're messing with me.
Loud and clear.
And that's not just making them feel good. It's like reinforcing that us versus them thing.
Yeah.
Social psychologists talk about in-group, out-group biases.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So by defending Team Breezy against the critics, he's not just saying, you guys are great. He's drawing a boundary, making that fan group identity stronger, making their loyalty mean something, like a badge of honor, especially when people outside are criticizing.
Right. Makes sense.
So this move, which was pretty unexpected, it just instantly boosts how valuable that fan base seems. Makes them essential, protected even. Part of his whole brand world.
And that feeling, being valued, being protected, that hits so hard because Team Breezy has been so loyal for so long.
Decades.
To really get why this defense works, we got to rewind a bit. Remember those past issues, like the Breezy Bowl concert series a few years back?
Oh yeah, they got some press.
It did. It was widely criticized, right?
Yeah.
Big logistical problems, giant statues blocking views, fans waiting for ages just to get in.
Yeah, I remember seeing reports about that. Long queues, frustration.
Totally. It should have been a celebration, but it was turning into like a potential PR nightmare.
Could have been, easily.
News sites were on it. Social media was buzzing with complaints. For pretty much any other artist, that could have spiraled, right? Maybe even hurt their career.
That really does raise the key question, though.
Yeah.
How did his fans react back then? Because what happened next is, well, it's central to understanding this whole thing.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of piling on, instead of joining the criticism or turning on him,
Yeah.
Team Breezy, they just completely flipped the script.
No way.
Yes, they defended him like soldiers, like it was their reputation on the line too.
Yeah.
They jumped online, Not to complain about the cues or the blocked views, but to share the good parts, talk up his performance, and just fiercely shut down anyone criticizing.
So they turned a negative into a positive.
Absolutely. Turn it into a rallying cry. They stood firm, unwavering. It's kind of that parasocial relationship idea in action. Fans developed this really strong, one-sided emotional connection, almost feel like they know him personally.
Right.
And that loyalty, that dedication, going all the way back to, 2005?
Yeah, his debut.
That's exactly why his defense of them now feels so real, so strategic, too. He's basically saying, I see your loyalty, and I'm giving it back.
Loyalty for loyalty.
Exactly. It creates this incredible cycle of support, mutually reinforcing. Very few artists actually manage that long term. It shows a really deep, maybe even instinctive understanding of what his community needs emotionally.
And man, when he made that statement defending them recently, the reaction, the digital echo chamber just went nuclear.
Oh, I bet.
Fans went absolutely wild. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere you looked, it was just flooded. Chris, we got you. Solidarity messages, fierce support.
An instant wave.
Totally instant and incredibly powerful. And what really hit me was how many fans shared these really personal stories. Like, I've been here since day one, remembering his first song.
Wow, connecting it way back.
Yeah, we're talking a 2-decade bond for some people. It just shows, this isn't some casual thing. For many, it's deep. It's personal.
Yep.
It's shared history, almost like family.
And what's really fascinating there, too, is how Chris Brown handles his public image in these moments. The duality of it.
Duality? How so?
Well, when an artist gets confrontational like that, even defending fans, there's always a risk, right? You might alienate some people, get media backlash.
Sure, could backfire.
Good. But Chris seems to have mastered this. Let's call it strategic polarization. He definitely comes across as tough, protective, I will defend my people.
Yeah, you feel that.
But he always, very consciously, seems to end his messages with this undercurrent of positivity or love. It's like, I'll fight for you, but it comes from appreciation, from care.
Ah, okay. The tough but loving approach.
Exactly. That mix, fierce protection plus that positive vibe.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel random. It feels like part of his brand now.
Right.
It makes his stance strong, but also really appealing to his base. They see the directness as authentic. And maybe for someone who's faced a lot of public heat himself,
Yeah, has.
that tough protector role feels even more genuine to them. They see him as someone who gets what it's like to be criticized, to be an outsider.
So that duality actually strengthens the bond.
I think so, yeah. It makes him seem both formidable and genuinely caring towards them. Cements that brand shield we mentioned. It's quite sophisticated, really.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me. Because if we zoom out, this whole situation gives us such a clear snapshot of how fandom actually works now. In 2025,
It's evolved.
it's so different, even from like 10 years ago. Fans aren't just, passive consumers buying tickets and music anymore.
Not at all.
Today, they're like active digital strategists, tireless advocates. They're the first line of defense and often the fiercest.
They're little foot soldiers almost.
Yes, that's a great way to put it. They treat their online presence like a dedicated role, jumping into debates, correcting what they see as wrong, promoting every little thing, pushing back against negativity. It's almost like a full-time job for some.
It really can seem that way. It's an incredible level of organized, proactive support. It fundamentally changes the whole ecosystem around the artist.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that whole dynamic, it creates this incredibly powerful feedback loop, right? It just keeps reinforcing itself.
How so?
Well, the fans defend the artist fiercely. Then the artist turns around and defends them publicly.
Like Chris just did.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that cycle back and forth, it just keeps strengthening those bonds. Loyalty, belonging, that identity fusion we talked about earlier, it gets stronger with each turn.
Okay, wow, that makes so much sense.
And the impact of that is huge.
Yeah.
It helps explain why. 20 years on, in an industry that just eats up new talent, Chris Brown is still so incredibly relevant.
He gets it.
He really seems to understand that in this digital age, your fan base isn't just an audience listening passively, it's a living community. And if you nurture it right, it gives you this incredible resilience, sustained relevance. For Chris Brown and Team Breezy, it's clearly more than music. It's this deep two-way loyalty, a powerful digital community, and honestly, it's kind of a masterclass in how to survive, even thrive, under that intense global spotlight.
Wow, yeah, this deep dive has really, really shown the profound power of that reciprocal loyalty. artists and fans, especially now, online.
Magnetic almost.
It really is. We've seen how when a celebrity directly stands up for their supporters, it doesn't just strengthen the bonds, it builds this incredible community feel. And yeah, it keeps them relevant for decades.
Right.
It really is a masterclass in engaging fans today.
Totally. A compelling example of how these digital interactions are fundamentally changing celebrity influence everything.
Yeah.
And stepping back even further, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? How else might this kind of intense, digitally powered community show up in the future?
Good question.
We see it powerfully in music, obviously, but what about, other industries, different communities, maybe movements, new brands popping up?
Could this become a common strategy?
Exactly. What other figures might start using this playbook, defending their base so openly? And what does it mean for society if we have more of these super strong, digitally connected, almost tribal loyalties? It's a fascinating thing to think about. It speaks volumes about the future of influence itself.
Absolutely. It definitely leaves you thinking. Wow. Well, we really hope this deep dive has given you some incredible new insights, maybe a fresh way to look at fandom and its power today.
Hope so.
It's been awesome exploring this with you. If you're as fascinated by these trending topics and, the hidden stories behind them as we are, make sure you subscribe to the deep dive. We've got loads more explorations coming your way.
Definitely subscribe.
Join us next time for another deep dive into the stories really shaping our world.